Hi guys, Christian here from the MCI Trading Academy, bringing you the stock market analysis outlook for the week starting 10th of October 2022. And guys, this is going to be a crucial week for the stock market. And I believe we'll be finally seeing that capitulation that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. We are now seeing strong evidence that this capitulation has now started. And guys, make sure you watch until the end because I'll be going through those evidence as well as the things to watch out for this week. It's going to be a crucial week and you need to be prepared. In terms of today's video, guys, we have a lot of things to talk about. First of all, we'll be discussing the short squeeze that occurred last week. Guys, this was brutal. However, we've warned you about this in last week's video, and everything we've mentioned there 100% happened, guys. So if you haven't watched last week's video, make sure you go back and watch it. There's some important information that we given you last week. We've also talked about last week how the UK and the Bank of England almost caused a worldwide financial crisis. So it's worth a watch if you haven't done so already. I'll put a link in the description below. Also, guys, I'll be showing you the heat map from last week. There's something very important that you need to see there. Also, guys, we have a new Discord community that was opened up on Friday last week. And on Friday last week, some of our students had their best trading day ever because of the Discord community. So I'll be showing you how to get free access to the Discord community, guys. We'll also be talking about the VIX. No capitulation ever happens without the VIX hitting certain key areas, and I'll be showing you what those key areas and levels are in today's video. Guys, this week it's all about economic news. There's some important news announcements that are due to be released this week, and they are crucial for the stock market. I'll be showing you what those are, when to expect those, and also what will happen if they meet or they fail to meet expectations. Also, guys, we have some important companies that are reporting the results this week. So I'll be showing you which those are and when to expect those. And finally, we'll be going through our usual technical analysis and trading setups for the week. So an action-packed video, guys. Make sure you watch until the end. As always, guys, if you do find this video useful, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And also, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We do bring out a new stock market analysis outlook every single week, discussing the week ahead. And we have a lot of interesting new content coming up very, very soon, guys. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Now, guys, let's discuss the short squeeze that occurred last week. Now, on Monday last week, we posted this video discussing how a short squeeze was about to happen, how everyone was so bearish on the stock market that will eventually lead to a huge short squeeze, and that we're looking for short-term buying opportunities. And this is exactly what happened, guys. On Monday and Tuesday last week, we rallied over 6% over 2 days. That was brutal, guys. And with every single sector and every single company in the S&P 500 being in positive territory. That only happens when when Wall Street tries to squeeze out all the sellers in the stock market. And by looking at this article here, taken from Bloomberg on Wednesday, stated that in fact, after raising bearish wagers in one of the longest stretches in years, short sellers are being forced to fold. At the center of the rally are the most shorted stocks, as tracked by Goldman Sachs, which jumped over 6.5% on Tuesday alone, guys, handing losses for those who had placed bets against them. So anyone that placed bearish bets on the stock market, on individual companies, were forced to capitulate. They were forced to close out their positions at most probably a loss. And just to show you an example of this, I've taken this from social media. Someone has posted this on Friday last week, saying this, that I was 0.5% away from losing my entire net worth in last week's short squeeze. I was careful and had low leverage, but the squeeze was insane. This event gave me emotional trauma and I decided to quit trading forever. I survived, says this person. I'm not sure which individual company or which stock, or perhaps multiple stocks that they've shorted. However, it seems like the stock or the company that this person has shorted went up a lot on Monday and Tuesday last week, guys. This should have not happened if you were prepared for it, or if you watched our videos, of course, as we were warned you against this, guys. Now we never sell at the bottom. We look for buying opportunities at the bottom, guys. We warned you about this multiple times. So hopefully you weren't in their position last week. You managed to take advantage of the short squeeze, and perhaps you bought somewhere at the bottom, and you managed to sell as the rally was fading, guys. Remember, we were discussing how this was just a short-term buying opportunities, and we're looking for lower lows. This sort of move, it tends to happen when Wall Street, first of all, they try to squeeze out all the sellers. At the same time, they try to trap a lot of buyers in the stock market as well, before a big capitulatory move, which is about to happen most probably this week or in the next week, guys. So yeah, hopefully you manage to sell any long positions, to close out any sell positions, and now you are either on the sidelines or are looking for buying opportunities after this capitulation has occurred. Now, guys, we did discuss in last week's video about the Q3 performance of the stock market, and I did mention how in Q3 the only companies that were in green, in positive territory, were Apple and Tesla. And I did mention that a pivotal moment for the stock market is crucial that both Apple and Tesla hold up their gains for Q4. If they lose and go to negative territory, perhaps that will lead to more downside for the stock market. And this is exactly what happened last week, guys. It looks like Apple managed to close in flat for the week, but Tesla was completely destroyed. They were down 16% for the week, guys. That's brutal. Now, this week, it's very important that both Tesla and Apple, they manage to hold on to their gains. If we see Apple, Tesla, and the other big boys are capitulating, going into negative territory, 3, 4, 5%, that will most probably lead the stock market capitulation. So guys, you need to watch out for this week, guys. It will be very, very important. One of the reasons that I believe the stock market capitulation is coming is from this message that we've got from the Goldman Sachs trading desk. They said that retail has finally blinked. Capitulation is near. Now, this can happen for two reasons. It's either retail traders, they've lost a lot in last week's short squeeze, or retail traders have bought the dip last week and they are trapped in the stock market. Okay, they are trapped long, meaning they have a lot of long positions. Now, if that is the case, they will be completely destroyed in this week's capitulation if it is to happen, guys. They have long positions. They will literally just crash the stock market, so that the all retail will be gone by the end of the week. So guys, you need to be prepared for this. Okay, we try to work and be on smart money's side, okay, and not be with the retail herd. Okay, so watch out for it this week, guys. Okay, hopefully you don't have any long positions and you are ready to buy the dip as it is at some point this week. Okay, perhaps with the announcements that are coming up this week. Now, guys, let's head over to the economic calendar and look at the important news that are to be expected this week, guys. And as I mentioned, this week is all about economic news, guys. It's all starting on Wednesday, where we have the PPI data. We have the PPI data that is due to come up at 1:30 UK time. That's in the US. Okay, I don't expect a lot of movements here, but still something to watch out for. Then in the evening, we have the FOMC meeting minutes. Again, I don't expect it to be a lot of volatility, but something to be aware of. And then the most important data, guys, this is the most important data to watch out for, will be at 1:30 UK time on Thursday, which is the core, the CPI data, the inflation data in the US, guys. And the one to watch out for will be this one here. Now, guys, what you need to watch out for there's a number of things. First of all, the forecast is for 8.1%. Now, if this comes in at 8.1% or even 8% or higher, 8.2 or more, then I believe that we'll have a big crash in the stock market. The one to watch out for, guys, and perhaps this will lead to that capitulation that we've been talking about. However, if this comes in softer than expected, below 8%, 7.9 or lower, then I believe that will lead to a big short squeeze and a big rally in the stock market that will perhaps that can even stay for the whole of the month, for the remaining of the month, guys. So something very important to watch out for. Okay, this is the most anticipated data in the US, guys, so make sure you are prepared for this. It's going to be some crazy volatility when this announcement comes in. Okay, most likely, I mean, what we most preferably want is for this to be lower than expected, below 8%, so we can put in some nice buy positions, guys. Hopefully by that time we already have had our capitulation, as this is on Thursday. Maybe we'll get capitulation Monday, Tuesday, or perhaps Wednesday, and then on Thursday everything will go back to normal and we can buy that dip and enjoy some profits going into the end of the month. Now, guys, we also have earnings for the week. We have the big banks reporting on Friday, so nothing until Friday, guys. And then on Friday we have Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Citibank, all reporting on Friday, guys. So if the data on Thursday goes well, and then we have some positive results from those banks, that will help the rally into the end of the month, guys. Okay, so watch out for this. This is going to be pivotal, guys. We have economic news plus earnings towards the end of the week. Crucial. So perhaps does it mean that we get that capitulation at the beginning of the week? But that is a strong possibility. Now, guys, before I go into the technical analysis, I just wanted to show you how to get access to our free Discord community. If you head over to our website, mcitradingacademy.co.uk, go to the mentoring course section, go to purchase mentorship course, and if you scroll here all the way at the bottom, you'll see the Discord community bit here. All you have to do is just click on buy now, enter your email address, and you get a link with an invitation to join the Discord community, guys. Again, as I mentioned before, some of our traders had their best trading day on Friday when we opened up. We give a lot of free trading setups and analysis, guys, so make sure you get access to it, as you'll have a lot of benefits from it, and it's all free of charge. Now let's head over to the charts and do some technical analysis. See the important levels to watch out for this week, starting with the US 500. Now, guys, here, if we look at the weekly chart, now this looks awful here, guys. We've we've lost the 200-week EMA, and it seems like, you know, we've tested this back being resistance now. So we had this acting as support for quite a while. We had it here and back here as well. Now we've lost this support, which now has become resistance. Now guys, what I'm looking for in here, and I've been discussing this for a while now, is that I'm looking at this. Can you see this gap here on the weekly chart? I'm looking at this gap to be filled. Now there's a lot of liquidity resting below this level here, and this gap, it's literally the gap fill is it's around 3,525, 35.25 or so. This bodes in well with also the lower expected move for the week. So it will be ideal for us to come in and literally make a new lower low, clear the liquidity at the beginning of the week, and perhaps with the economical data and with earnings, we get a boost up and then clear this liquidity that is also resting above here, guys. That would be the ideal scenario. And what we've done, we've opened up with a gap overnight here. Now all we've done as it stands, we've just filled that gap. That's all we've done as it stands now. Now we also got a 1 hour IC here that I'm perhaps looking at. So if we manage to either have downside pressure to begin the week with, then I'm looking for some buying opportunities here if I see some consolidation. Be aware that the price action can go straight through this and go all the way to the lower expected move and the gap fill on the weekly. So just bear that in mind, guys. Otherwise, the things to watch out for in here would be the this 1 hour I see here. Perhaps we see price coming here at some point on Monday or Tuesday, consolidating here, clearing the liquidity above, okay, quick wick above, and then the big crash coming on Tuesday or so. Okay, that is also a possibility. So watch out for this 1 hour I see. I don't think we will go all the way up to fill this IPA at the beginning of the week. I don't think this will happen, guys, just because this will literally just wipe out all the move that we had on Friday, and I don't think we are ready to do that. I think there's more pain to come before we see that coming, guys. So use any rallies, okay, to sell into. Okay, that's what I'll be looking for in my opinion. So watch out for it. Also, if you look at the daily here, guys, can you see how clean this level is here? So I'll be looking for this level to be taken out, the liquidity here at the top to be taken out at some point in the next couple of weeks. So that will bode in on well with the rally that we are looking for. But first, I think we'll see capitulation. So I think we'll see this low be taken out, this liquidity be cleared, this gap filled, this gap to also be filled, and then we rally and then clear this up, and perhaps then we rally either towards the end of the year or just for the remaining of the month. So be aware of that, guys. Also, obviously, all depends on the data that we get on Wednesday, Thursday, most importantly, and then the earnings on Friday as well. Next, we got the UK 100, and guys, can I just say how proud I am of this? We 100% smashed this with the analysis that we've done last week. So last week, all I said last week is that when price was down here, I was looking for this liquidity to be taken out. I did say that, listen guys, I'm sure this level looks way too clean here not to be taken out. And guess what? This is exactly what happened. We went down, okay, here on Monday. All you have to do is just buy on Monday, and it went all the way up, clear the liquidity, and then started going down, started crashing from there. Okay, so this was all technical, guys. This was all manipulated. All you have to do is just make sure that you watch our videos, guys. Make sure you do that, because there's a lot of useful content that we are providing you guys with. Okay, so in terms of what I'm looking for this week, I still have this 8 hour IC that I think the price will play out of. Okay, so I'm looking for more downside pressure here, okay, at some point this week. And here, if we see some consolidation, then perhaps that is where we are going to buy from. Okay, as it stands, if we see a move up, okay, then that would mean that the price is ready to go back up, and perhaps it's more a nice bit now. Perhaps we're looking for more upside pressure, okay, at that point. But for now, if we see a move down, then this is the level here around 6,760 or so. We'll be looking for buying opportunities, guys. Just remember the UK 100. A strong dollar will favor the UK 100 because the earnings of most companies that are listed on the London Stock Exchange are in dollars. Okay, so that will benefit the those companies. A strong dollar will benefit them. Just bear that in mind. Okay. Next, we got the DAX here, and these guys, we smashed this again. Okay, all I said last week is that I was looking for a retest of this narrowing channel and then a drop, and that's exactly what happened. We tested that, we cleared the liquidity that was resting at above here, and then we crashed from there. 100% spot on, guys, 100% spot on. Now, what are we looking for now? So in terms of this morning, the trade that we had this morning, it seemed that the price has played out of this 1 hour IC quite beautifully here, and it's looking like it wants to wipe out all the losses that we had on Friday. Again, guys, I think this is just a bull trap, and I think we are going lower. Now, where are we going lower here? I'm looking either at this IC just before the non-farm payrolls report that price may play out of. Okay, and if we see some consolidation and perhaps a liquidity grab here, then I'll be looking to go short at that point. If we get a strong move up, and we clear this high here, then there's a case to be made for more upside to come, so watch out for that. However, if we consolidate here and then we start to see more downside pressure, perhaps that capitulation that we've been talking about, then that will boding well with more downside pressure. Where are we looking to get? Well, I'm looking at this 4 hour IC here to hold. If this doesn't hold, guys, then I'll be looking at this 1 week IC, which is around 11,000, where price may get to. And looking at the weekly picture, I think that can very much happen at some point, either this week or by the end of the year, if not this week for sure. Next, we get US 30, and guys, this looks awful. Okay, same thing happened here. We've lost the 200-week EMA. We've tested that back from support, now became resistance, and we are going down. Okay, this looks ugly, guys. Okay, all we've done last week is we trapped in a lot of bulls in here. Okay, and now we are literally just chopping down again here. Now, I've mentioned this a couple of times. I was looking at this 1 week IC to see some consolidation, and that's the level that I'm looking to buy from. Okay, it is around 28,400, guys. So if the price comes here at some point this week, consolidate here, then look for a long-term buying opportunity there, guys, until perhaps the end of the year, if so. In terms of a smaller time frame here, the price has just, all it's doing now is just recouping the overnight losses that we've had. I'm looking at this 1 hour IC here, where price perhaps can consolidate, either grab this liquidity here, quick wick up, then go back down, and then I'm looking to sell down to. Where am I looking to sell down to? This 1 hour IC to start off with. Okay, just want to see what price does here. If I see some consolidation here, then maybe I place another short-term buying opportunity here. If price goes through it, then as I mentioned before, the 28,400, that's the level that we are targeting for a long-term buying opportunity. Next, we get the US 100, and guys, this again looks really bad. Okay, we've lost the 200 weekly EMA. We've tested back this from below, acting as resistance here, and looks like we are going down here. Really awful, guys. Now this looks like the worst out of all the indices, guys. This looks really awful, and we've just, I mean, we just came in to this 2 hour IC and started to consolidate, and we are just filling this gap. We've just filled this gap perfectly. If you look at this, guys, perfectly we fill the gap. Does it mean there's more downside pressure now that we fill the gap, or are we going to go up into this 1 hour IC here, where we can perhaps consolidate and then go to make a new lower low, clear up the liquidity, and then come in to around 10,650, where I'm looking for a long-term buying opportunity. So this is something to watch out for. A quick buy here wouldn't hurt, okay, until around here for sure. Just put your stop loss below, and then see what happens. If we go through this level, then I'm expecting this IPA here to be filled, and then perhaps have a reaction from this IC here. And if we don't see a reaction from here and the price goes straight through it, then it perhaps suggests that there's more upside pressure to come. Okay, so guys, make sure you watch out for. Now, in terms of the VIX, guys, the VIX has opened up with a gap here, reaching 33.4. Now, guys, we mentioned this before. For the stock market to capitulate, we need to see VIX above 35. So watch out for it, okay? It's very close. It's at 30, as it stands, it's at 32.7, guys. So it's very, very close to this 35 level, okay? I believe that if we are going to go above 35, I think we'll keep going higher and higher to around 40, 45, and that's where we get capitulation, guys. The VIX, this is crucial as it stands. Perhaps what it's trying to do now is trying to go back down to fill this gap before heading higher. And if this does happen, then be careful, guys. So if you want to buy the stock market now, you can do so, as we are pretty oversold on short-term basis. But watch out after the VIX gap fills, okay? Because normally, if this is a technical play, they will fill the gap and then immediately start going higher. Okay, so you want to close any long positions as VIX closes this gap. Watch out, guys. This is going to be, this is very dangerous. Okay, the VIX is very high as it stands here. Next, we've got the DXY, guys, and the DXY is just moving higher and higher and higher. If you just look at how the week has closed, this week is very, very bullish, guys. This week has closed very bullish, and this will bode in well with the DXY reaching this 115, which is the ultimate target before we want to see a big drop in the dollar. Now, are we going to see that this week? Are we going to see a big move up in the DXY? I think we'll only be seeing that if the news at the end of the week is worse than expected. So something to watch out for. Now, in terms of a turnaround story, guys, you want to see the I'm looking at this right here. I'm looking at this this 4 hour IC here, guys, for price to have a reaction. So price is right in here as it stands. Okay, so we want to see some consolidation here and then a big move down to provide some relief for the stock market. But if we go through this, then I believe that it's either we stop at this IC here, this 1 hour IC, or we go straight to 115. Okay, and that is where the ultimate target is. I wouldn't be surprised to see a big move up, okay, at some point this week. And if we do see that, okay, then the stock market will capitulate, and that is the moment to buy, not to panic, but to buy, guys. Okay, so be prepared for that. Okay, we don't want to, again, guys, you don't want to short here, okay, at those levels. Okay, it's either you want to wait for the stock market to go slightly higher, then you want to short, okay, but you don't short at the bottom. Okay, you use any rally to short, but don't short at the bottom, because if there's a short squeeze, it can literally end you there. Okay, watch out for it. As it stands, guys, the dollar is very powerful. It looks like it's losing some steam here. Okay, in terms of the turnaround story, you want to see a close below the 20 and below the 50 EMA, and then that will act perhaps as resistance, and then we're going lower, making lower lows and lower highs at that point. As it stands, we are making lower higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So watch to see if we either fail to make a new higher high or we make a higher high. If we fail to make a new higher high, then I'm looking for this higher low to be taken here, and off we go lower. In terms of gold, guys, we smashed it with this. Last week I did mention how this weekly IC has held, and I was expecting to see a move up in gold, and we did see that, and it came right to this IC here. And if you go to 1 hour, you can see this perfectly. You see how price came perfectly to the IC and then started to consolidate. So at any point here, you could have placed a nice sell position, and look where price is now. So that was an amazing trade, guys, and I hope you did take advantage of that. That was beautiful there. So you could have bought down here and then place the sell position up there. We did give you all that in last week's video, so if you haven't watched it again, go back and watch it. Now, guys, what I'm expecting for this is just depending on the DXY, the US dollar. If we see more upside in the DXY, then obviously we'll put more pressure on gold. The levels I'm watching on gold is this 2 hour IC and this 2 hour IC. I have a feeling we will see some sort of reaction from this 2 hour IC. So if you see some consolidation here, you can easily place a buy position, short stop loss below, and off you go. You can target those highs here or perhaps a new high. As it stands, we haven't made a new high, we haven't caused a POS here, guys, so we are still in the downtrend. So don't be surprised if we go and make a new lower low here. Okay, so for now, short-term buying opportunities. Okay, short-term buying opportunities. Just make sure you monitor the dollar. Very, very important, guys. Lastly, let's talk about Bitcoin. And guys, there is no liquidity, there's no movement in here whatsoever, which basically tells me if people are buying down here, it tells me that it is just ready to capitulate them. So if the stock market goes lower, if the Nasdaq goes lower, it will take Bitcoin with it, guys. Okay, where? To 12.5. Okay, we've been talking about this for a long time, and I think we are just about to get that at some point this week or in the next coming weeks, guys. So make sure you are watching for this. If we lose this level, which is 17.5, 635, 17.5, I'll just call it. If we lose this level, then down we go. Okay, to 12.5. Capitulation in the stock market, in the crypto market. What do? We are right there, ready to buy, guys. Okay, so a lot of opportunities this week, guys. Make sure you are aware and ready to take advantage of it. Okay, that's it from me this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video if you haven't done so already, and also if you want to find out more about the trading courses we offer, guys, please head over to our website, mcitradingacademy.co.uk, where you can seek more information about the one-to-one mentoring trading course that we offer, guys. And also please don't forget to join the Discord community if you haven't done so already, guys. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great trading week.